want to introduce to you my husband, Todd Palin, Alaska's first dude.
Breaking news tonight, Alaska's so-called first dude, Todd Palin, is refusing to testify in the state trooper abuse of power probe. In a letter to investigators, his attorney cited a long list of objections to the subpoena, including a state law which bars ethics investigations of people running for elected office. Investigators say they want to know if the Palins pressured the state's public safety commissioner to fire their ex-brother-in-law, state trooper. The fact that Todd Palin was even subpoenaed speaks to his influence in the state government in Alaska. Up close tonight, 360's Randy Kay.
He was introduced to the nation as a blue-collar oil worker, a world record-holding snowmobile racer.
2 decades and 5 children later, he's still my guy.
He's made an impression on Senator John McCain.
My friends, he's not afraid of Washington, D.C. We can take him on.
Here in Alaska, many say Todd Palin has plenty of influence. This man certainly thinks so. Stephen Branchflower is investigating the firing of the state's top cop and wants to find out if the Palins pressured him to fire the governor's ex-brother-in-law, a state trooper. He plans to subpoena Todd Palin.
He has spoken to numerous government employees, I think because he's such a central figure to the events.
The governor says she hasn't pressured anyone. Todd Palin hasn't spoken publicly about the case, but a picture has emerged of Mr. Palin as his wife's greatest protector. He grew up in Alaska and is part Eskimo. The two met at a high school basketball game in Aloha in 1988. And when she's busy with state business, it is Todd Palin who cooks, carpools, and juggles the 5 kids.
Todd is incredibly supportive and is willing to do whatever it takes to help Sarah.
These emails released earlier this year show he's been copied on lots of state business, ranging from public criticism of the governor to meetings with corporate leaders.
Todd plays the role as kind of the fixer.
Andrew Halcrow, a critic of the governor who blogs about politics, calls Todd Palin a shadow governor.
Do you really see Todd Palin as a shadow governor?
I think he has a tremendous amount of influence with Governor Palin.
Halcrow found himself the subject of emails Todd Palin was copied on and wants to know why the governor's husband, a private citizen, was included on state correspondence.
Why is Todd Palin copied on emails about state business?
There's a spousal privilege in that the governor is asking him to take care of print them off or to take care of business.
By all accounts, Todd Palin is a fixture at the legislature. Some have even joked about getting buttons that say, "What would Todd do?" Senate President Lyda Green is a Republican, but no friend of the Palins.
Well, I had gone to the office at a meeting I requested with the governor, but I was particularly surprised that Todd was there. I'd never seen a spouse stay in the room, through the meeting.
Todd's role has not been inappropriate.
Todd Palin wants to help Alaskans find jobs, which is why the campaign says he has taken 2 trips with state commissioners to survey Alaskan mines and a flyover of the proposed route for a pipeline, his wife's key goal. The state paid for those trips because they were considered state business.
Randy, getting back to subpoena, which Todd Palin is now rejecting, refusing to testify, can he legally do that, and under what argument?
Well, the campaign says he certainly can. They point to a law here in Alaska that says no ethics violation proceeding can take place against a candidate running for office. So even though it's Sarah Palin who's running for office, they say that Todd Palin is being asked to participate in an inquiry regarding a candidate running for office. So we looked at the law specifically, and it says it really points to the candidate. It doesn't point to anybody else who might be involved in this inquiry, but the campaign seems to want to cover Todd Palin under this law as well. And if it stands and he doesn't testify under this subpoena, Anderson, this would have to go to the Senate for a vote, which wouldn't take place until January when they're back in session, which would be well after Election Day.
All right, Randy Kay on the story from Anchorage. Thanks, Randy. Those emails that